Howdy hey, how is everybody doing, and welcome back to Disney Daily. In the year 2000, one of my favorite Disney movies was released to the world. It is none other than The Emperor's New Groove. In the movie, we meet selfish and narcissistic Emperor Kuzco, who fires his power-hungry advisor, Yzma. After she is let go, she takes out her revenge on Kuzco by turning him into a llama. When the Emperor finds himself stranded in the jungle, his only chance at survival is to enlist the help of the kind-hearted peasant named Pacha. It is only through the dangerous and thrilling quest back to the kingdom that the two not only return Kuzco to the throne, but develop an unforgettable friendship. In honor of this movie, I decided to make a Fast Facts video dedicated to this underrated yet timeless film. Number 5. This movie was at first intended to be a very different film, from its name to its plot. In early drafts of the movie, it was actually supposed to be called Kingdom of the Sun, and it was intended to be a musical. This version of the story also focused on a greedy, self-centered emperor. However, the biggest difference was that the emperor swaps places with a peasant who looks just like him. Basically, this movie was supposed to be Disney's version of Mark Twain's The Prince and the Pauper. In addition to this, Yzma was also still intended to be a major role in the film. However, in this adaptation, she is an evil sorceress who, upon discovering the switch between the emperor and the peasant, turns the emperor into a llama and threatens to expose the peasant's true identity unless he agrees to work for her. Number 4. Now, as I already mentioned, this movie was intended to be a musical. So when the film was headed in that initial direction, Disney hired famous singer and songwriter Sting to compose and produce 6 songs for the film. However, when the musical version of the movie was dumped, this meant so too were majority of Sting's songs. But I am happy to report at least 2 of his songs made it into the final version of Emperor's New Groove. The first being the opening number called Perfect World and a song called My Funny Friend and Me. Number 3. Now, as many of you probably already know, it was the lovely and talented Eartha Kitt who ended up voicing our favorite crazed chemist, Yzma. But do you know which actress Disney originally had in mind for the purple-loving advisor? It was none other than Barbra Streisand. While Streisand had done a lot of acting over the years, voice acting had not been an area in which she had broken into yet. The rumor is that she was in the running for the character when the movie was originally called Kingdom of the Sun. Now, as much as I love Barbra, I am happy that Disney went with Eartha Kitt as Yzma. Number 2. Speaking of Yzma, did you know that she had her very own Disney villain song, which was cut? The song was called Snuff Out the Light and can actually be found online. As it turned out, this song was left over from the musical version of the film. Additionally, the song went into more detail about Yzma's backstory. The lyrics reveal that Yzma's father was a royal mortician and that he trained his daughter Yzma to use magic. Number 1. Not many fans know this, but Bucky the Squirrel was played by a legendary voice actor named Bob Bergen. As it turns out, Bergen had been doing voice work in TV, movies, and video games since the 70s. One of his most notable roles includes voicing Luke Skywalker for LucasArts video games from the years 1996 to 2005. And prior to Emperor's New Groove, he also provided voice work to numerous Disney classics. Well, that concludes this episode of Disney Daily. I hope you guys learned something new. My question for you all is, which character are you most like from Emperor's New Groove? As always, thanks for being my guest here at Disney Daily. Until next time.